Hey there, retro games fans. This is Andy C from Piece of 8-Bit. Welcome to this week's The Bit Between. And as you can tell from on the screen here, we are going to be taking a look at Gears of War from 2006. A game that didn't just define the Xbox 360, but it really did reshape how third-person shooters were going to get made from this point onwards. So I'm going to dive into the cutscenes first, and I'll carry on talking about it. Developed by Epic Games in 2006, as I mentioned, and published by Microsoft, Gears of War launched as a flagship title for the Xbox 360. Epic at this point had already made a name for itself with Unreal and the Unreal Engine. But Gears was something quite different. It was darker, it was heavier, and it was built entirely around this idea of cover-based combat. At the time, shooters were very fast and twitchy. Gears just slowed all of that down. Movement felt more weighty, weapons hit much harder, and survival really depended on positioning rather than just raw reflexes. The now iconic roadie run, snapping between chest-high walls, and the brutal Lancer chainsaw executions gave the game, obviously, that identity all of its own. The inspirations were clear. Gritty military sci-fi, comic books and horror all thrown in for good measure. Epic has openly cited influences like Aliens and Mad Max, mixed with exaggerated character proportions, of course, just ridiculous, huge. And obviously the ruined, war-torn architectures, that are in the scene. That you'll see it as I start to play this game in the beginning there, and the result was this bleak, muscular world that really didn't feel like anything else in 2006. Critically, Gears of War, huge success. Reviewers praised its visuals, technical achievements, and all that tight combat design. And it was regularly scoring 9 out of 10 and above, and was seen widely as one of the Xbox 360's must-own title. Stay tuned for more on that in a later video. Yeah, commercially, an absolute monster. Sold over 6 million copies, and it's one of the best-selling games on the platform and a true system seller. Really helps to establish Xbox Live co-op and multiplayer, of course, as well as essential parts of the console experience. I'm not going to be having a look at that today. I'm just going to be looking at the standard campaign and the legacy. Well, the legacy we'll talk about in a second. Once I've got us moving here. I don't really care about that. So let's go to campaign, and we're going to go single player, and we're going to go new campaign, and I'm going to be a wuss and just start casual. So yes, that legacy, absolutely massive. Gears popularised cover-based shooting across industries, I kind of already talked about already, and it influenced other games like Mass Effect and The Division, and of course it launched a major franchise in and of itself, spawning sequels like Gears of War 2 in 2008, Gears of War 3 in 2011, and later entries developed by the Coalition after Epic stepped away. And for many players, of course, Gears of War wasn't really just a game. It really was a Xbox 360 moment. It was loud, brutal, very cinematic, and it's completely unforgettable. So we're going to dive into it, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my experiences of this game, of which there really aren't many. I have mostly been introduced to this game in the last few weeks as part of my Xbox 360 gaming, but I have played through this a little bit. So yeah, let's start the timer, and let's look to play about 10 or 15 minutes while we get the hang of it. So of course right away you can see just how dark it is. We're starting in this little prison cell over here. So I'm going to roll over here. Now I've turned the volume down so it doesn't interfere with microphone, but I have played this bit already, except I can't remember what he says. You're all hearing it, but I won't be hearing it. As I mentioned, I mean, I'm very aware of... oh, let's go straight for combat, shall we? I'm very aware of Gears of War, and I've heard people talking about it a lot, and it is, I think, to Xbox really what the likes of God of War is to PlayStation. So yeah, I mean, look at this. I'm playing a sort of remastered version here online, but I mean, it doesn't actually look a huge amount different on the Xbox 360, which is where I have been playing it, of course. I didn't bother emulating, I just went straight for remote play. The amount of trouble I've had with emulation has... If you've watched any of my other videos in this month with, you'll know that, yeah, I've been having some fun with that. So I knew this was on remote play, so I can always play it on here. Like I said, this is the Master Edition, so it's quite cool. Right, now, I can't remember what I've got to do now. I think I've just got to go and open this door. Let's go over here. So review current objective, press left button, which is this one. Open the jump door. Just keep the door open. There we go. It's delightful. Yeah, this isn't for the faint-hearted, this game. It is kind of gruesome. Yeah, again, another Xbox 360 game that really does control and handle quite well. It's good feedback on the gamepad. Again, this will make you laugh. As some of you may already know, I do tend to play a lot of the games on the Mac when I'm recording with a PlayStation 4 controller, actually, as it happens. But they're not entirely different. You know, for all this talk about which one's best, they're not massively different, really, either of them. So we just got to. Now, obviously, on the Xbox, known for Halo, which is obviously first-person shooter. So this is a bit of a break from that norm. You know, people do like the first-person shooters on the Xbox. Let's get rid of that. Thank you very much. But you see this whole cover mechanic that's here is quite nice and straightforward. So I'm just going to press the A button, and then I'm just going to hide, and then I'm just going to appear from cover and shoot things. So if I press A, I'll just vault over there. Okay. Oh, there's a big room coming up in here, I think, in a minute. I'm just going to cover myself here. Anything around? Yeah, let's do it here. Now, my guy can get shot as well, so I can go and help him. You just scurry off to the chap over here. It is sort of a manual aim, but it kind of works quite well. It's you know, some games on consoles when you've got aiming can be, you know, unless you do a full auto aim, can be a bit of a nuisance. But this game seems to do it quite well. You know, it doesn't require insane precision. You know, it's got quite a big sort of target area that you can focus on there, which is quite nice. The prison block. I don't even know where I'm getting shot now. Where is this guy? He must be over here somewhere. Where is he?
They're cutting through the door. Take cover.
Oh, look over there. Oh, see, they're coming through. I want to get over here. I forgot about this bit. So I'll get over to this bit. So let's just get in there and let's just take some cover. They're going to burst through this door in a second.
Get ready.
And then we're going to get outside pretty much after that. So, oh, revive. Okay, yep. So yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I can revive my teammates. So I'm going to go and do that in a second. Also, just got some cover. Okay, let's just go here. No, wrong button. That was what I meant to. Oh, no, I don't think it was the right button actually. Oh no, it was X. My bad. I've left myself a bit exposed there, haven't I? Totally defeating the point of this. I'm quite injured now, I think, as well. Don't know if they come and help me. I can't remember. Yeah, now, as I mentioned before, in terms of my own experiences of playing this, I knew there were some weapons there. Where is it? Where did I pick that up? There we go. Yeah, this game really passed me by, like so many games on the Xbox 360, and I've obviously talked a lot about this, about the fact that I am quite new to this platform. So I am absolutely loving getting into play some of these huge games that people talked about, and I'm kind of angry with myself, really, because as you'll have heard me say before, there are so many games like this that I just haven't given any time to, whether it's Forza or Halo. I was very quick to be, you know, rubbish the Xbox and be concerned about whether it was going to, you know, destroy the gaming industry and all of those kind of stupid things like I thought when I was in my 20s. And actually, you know, like the really sad thing is I've missed out on some really, really good games. I mean, this game looks stunning. I mean, look at this ruined architecture I was just talking about earlier. It just looks so good. And yes, okay, so like I said earlier, this is obviously a remastered sort of definitive edition, but you know, it doesn't look that much different. If you play this on Xbox 360 hardware, you'll generally find that it's you know, it generally looks pretty much the same, which is good. You know, this just looks a little bit sharper. There we go. Okay, I think I've got to get to an extraction point. I'll probably run out of time before I get there, but we'll get as far as we can. Let's proceed to the outro. Oh no, I probably will do this, but I think there's another bit I do later. get as far as we can in the next sort of 10 minutes or so. Got a little bit of a cutscene now, so we're gonna, some huge monster's gonna appear out of here. There we go. I mean, what's not to love? I mean, it's just, you know, like it's just loud and brash. There's lots of shooting, there's monsters, there's great scenery. It's no wonder this game was so well received. It is a lot of fun. Obviously, yes, the larger than life characters, which I mentioned earlier. Look at the weapons as well. I mean, they're absolutely nuts. So yes, that was the first little section there where we escaped from the prison. Then we're going to have this nice long cutscene now, and then we'll be into sort of the game proper for the next few minutes. But yes, like I said, you know, I've not played this a great deal, so you know, my opinion of this is almost as though this were a new game. And my first impressions are really good. I really enjoy the control mechanic. This isn't normally my sort of game, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of you know, these sort of shoot 'em up style games. You know, there are some that are really good that I've enjoyed over the years. This, you know, like I said, Halo wasn't really my thing either particularly, but I've also enjoyed that. This was very much the style of gaming on the Xbox 360 for many, and on the Xbox platform it sort of found its little niche with these kind of games which you didn't see as much on the PlayStation, I guess, and certainly not on the Nintendo. It's not that we didn't have them, but this was really the home of these sorts of games. Yeah, this is a really, really good game. Look at this guy here. It's almost comic book, and I sort of mentioned before about, you know, that being kind of a bit of an influence of the game. You know, these larger than life characters and the over the top violence. But yeah, I played this quite a bit on the Xbox 360. And yeah, like I say, I have really enjoyed it so far.
Their tunnels, so that we can hit those sons of bitches where they live.
Now I'm pissed.
Up there! We lost contact with Alpha Squad. Last transmission was from every square. I want you to get in there, find those men, and deploy that resonator.
Will we have air support?
What? Are you kidding? You are the support, son!
Down to 2!
Nemesis are keeping our birds out of the area. You'll have to move in on foot.
We're screwed. All clear!
But the lieutenant here will be feeding you intel.
Yes, sir. And the smart thing to do right now would be to leave.
You, get it done! I expect you to give me 110%, Phoenix!
I'm not doing this for you. Enemy reinforcement!
Right, okay, let's get back into it. That was quite a long cutscene. We're at about 10 minutes now, but a chunk of cutscene obviously is what you expect at the beginning of the game here. Oh, there's nothing to shoot there. Alright then, okay, let's carry on then. So I'm going to play for about 5 more minutes, just to show you around a little bit more. I don't know why I decided to run through the pool there. That was probably unnecessary. Oh, assault rifle, let's grab that. Thank you very much. Right, inside, I'm just going to run in like a fool.
Okay, man, here we go. You still got it? I guess we'll find out.
Right. Oh, yes, I remember this. Yes. I think I might have actually died the first time in this section here. Right, well, not this bit, just a little bit after this. It's very gory. Definitely not one for the kids. It is. Yeah, I need to take more of a point of actually covering myself. Actually, I'm just standing there and shooting stuff, because that is not a good way to play this game. That is not a good strategy. There you go. Yeah, it's very gruesome. I think you can also kind of spot the Unreal Engine influence, or the technology in this as well. It's definitely got that feel to it. What's this here? Let's grab that. Nope, wrong button. Problem with playing with the PlayStation controller, of course, is that when it says X, you instinctively press the X button, which of course is the A button. I do love the landscapes in this as well. They look fantastic. And as I mentioned, that ruined architecture, I mentioned it a couple of times now. It just looks fantastic. Lots of monsters to shoot. Let's go get some cover.
Scratch one grub.
emergence holes. Locusts come out of holes in the ground. You can close these with a flag grenade. Okay, I didn't see where they were, but let's just... I guess that's what I'm going to do.
Ah! Damn! Scratch one grub.
Apologies for the quietness here. I'm going to end up getting myself killed here in a second unless I take some cover. What was it? Oh, that's melee. I can't remember what the button was for grenade now. Oh, maybe this was it. Yes, that's right. Okay, let's pick that up. Well, I haven't found one of these whole things it was talking about here, but the locusts come out. Let's see what we can find. That's how you throw them. Yes. Oh, actually, let's for this, change my weapon. That's a slow weapon, and it does. You can definitely tell that kind of slow down thing. It is less frantic. It is much more about just sort of making good, slow, sort of not stealthy progress, but just more considered progress, I suppose. Maybe that's the right word. Despite all the gore and everything else, it's not kind of run in and be crazy. It's kind of just take cover, get a good vantage spot, check your surroundings, and then press on. Oh, there's some collectible thingy over here. Let's get that. What I haven't played is any of the sequels, so I'm sure I've heard only good things about them. So yeah, we're almost at time now, so I'm probably just going to play for just a minute or two more, and then I'm just going to give you my final thoughts, as if you haven't already worked those out. There's some dead dudes down there. Okay, that's unfortunate. I'm going to go this way, maybe. Check the bodies in the emergence hole. Oh, hello. Roof caving in. Oh yes, that's right, yeah, diving from one lot of cover to another. Oh, yes. Yes, but it's probably a little bit too gratifying. Ah, now there's one of those whole things I was talking about. So let's see if we can close that off, shall we? And then let's finish it where we... See if that works. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm probably going to die in a minute. Yeah, it's a bit too... I probably shouldn't be so enthused by the murdering and the blood and everything else, and I'm going to get absolutely rinsed here. It is incredibly violent, of course, but it is lots of fun. Okay, right, I'm gonna wrap up now. So I'll just leave this playing in the background. I'm going to carry on playing, and then I'm just going to record my final thoughts and let you know what is coming up in the channel next. And yeah, oh, now I'm in trouble because look, I haven't got any more of the old hand grenades now, so I'm in all the little grenade things, so I'm in a bit of bother now. All right, okay, I'll get and wrap up and let you know my thoughts. Okay, so there you go. That was my little playthrough now. So just going to talk to you a little bit more about the game, wrap up with my final thoughts. And you probably could gather from that playthrough there that I really enjoy this. I think it's worthy of its reviews. Now, I've not played it loads. I've not played the sequels, but certainly first impressions are really, really good. And I mean, ultimately, just to give you a little bit of background, so this is the single-player campaign that I'm playing through here, and the idea behind it is that it's set on this planet Sera, and it's already been devastated by decades of war, as you can tell from all the ruined buildings and everything else like that. And as humanity begins to rebuild, a new enemy emerges from the underground, the Locust Horde. They were the ones that were appearing out of those holes there, and they launch a surprise attack which is known as Emergence Day. So the main character there, Marcus Fenix, is a disgraced soldier, and he's been in prison for abandoning his post during the earlier wars, and obviously that was the bit that we saw at the beginning there, where he's breaking out of prison with his best friend Dominic Santiago, because basically humanity's losing, and that's what we've got to go and fix. So that's the single player campaign, and you can see, and it's quite a good campaign. You know, what I've played of it so far makes quite good sense. But a lot of this game was all about the multiplayer, and that's not, unfortunately, something that I ever really got to experience back in the day. But I can definitely see that DNA of good online game, a good online game in this particular title, and obviously in the sequels as well. So, yeah, ultimately, you know, it's all about that co-op, and you know, even playing the single player, there's a lot of co-op that's going on. So that's why it sort of lends itself nicely to that online gaming piece. But even playing the single player, you know, as I said before, graphically looks incredible, really, really good. Controls fantastic, plays really, really well, very easy to pick up, very easy to get the hang of, and yeah, it's a good third person game, and I think it lends itself very well to that. It could have been just as successful perhaps in first person, but I like third person. Many of you know, those of you who know me know I'm not a massive first-person shooter fan, mainly because I'm just not very good at it. But yeah, it's great. Yeah, everything about it, that from that environmental storytelling to that bleak visual design, the emission dialogue, whatever you want to talk about, it all hangs together really, really, really well. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and if you've never played Gears of War before, I would definitely recommend going to play it. If you've got Game Pass on Xbox, you can go and find it online on Game Pass. To be honest with you, I've enjoyed playing it on the native Xbox 360 hardware, and these days as well, you can pick an Xbox 360 up, you know, one of the more recent ones that doesn't suffer with the red ring of death, for, you know, around £60. So that it's very accessible, and you can pick Gears of War up. I paid very little for it. I can't remember how much I paid for it now, but I picked Gears of War 1 and 2 up as a sort of combo pack from our local CEX store, and I don't think I paid a great deal for it. Oh no, actually no, I think I picked it up from Music Magpie actually on eBay. But yeah, you'll find it in CEX, or you'll find it on eBay. It's very, very easy to find. And as I say, if you've got Game Pass, you can play it for free, and you'll get this really beautiful looking version as well, this remastered version here. And you don't even need to install it. I'm playing this on a Mac with a PS4 controller, so, you know, I've said this before, PS4 controller, playing a Microsoft game on a Apple Macintosh. But yeah, it plays really, really well. Streamed, it plays really, really well. So yeah, it's very accessible. Go check it out. So there you go. That is Gears of War. Just to let you know what's coming up in the channel. So this week, you will see this game again. Just a bit of a hint there. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about 5 games that I think you should have a look at if you are thinking about getting into Xbox 360 for the very first time, which indeed I have been. So I've picked 5 games that I think are just must-play games, and you will have seen some of them already if you watch the bit between. So I will be talking about that on Friday, and then we will be looking at what it has been like to live with the Xbox 360 for the last month. And yeah, we've got one more game coming up in the bit between this year, which will be Skyrim, so stay tuned for that. Obviously that's a multi-platform game, but I have been playing that on the Xbox 360, and I have loved getting back into that game as well. So yes, lots and lots of things coming up, and at some point we will do a bit of a review. It's just going to be a bit of a talking heads episode really, just to kind of talk about what it's been like through 2025. There's been lots of stuff going on in the game industry, specifically in the retro game scene, so I just wanted to take a moment to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the channel, what my year's been like, but also what sort of things have been happening, what we can look forward to in 2026, and also some of the fun places that I've been to visited this year, and some of the fabulous people that I've met. So stay tuned for that one. That will be probably as we start to get into the new year. So there you go. That is it for this week's Bit Between. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Go and check out Gears of War. And yeah, if you enjoy these videos, please do hit that like and subscribe button. Yeah, enjoy the festive period, as I think my next video will be on Boxing Day. So yeah, hope you have a lovely Christmas if you are celebrating Christmas. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.